Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. Can you hear me? Got some back feed. Can you hear me? Lisa, can you hear me? Sweet. Sorry, there's a little bit of a delay. Anyway, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Hey, Bob. Hey, James. Lisa. Loud and clear. Ford Media. Hey, Trouble. Drinking my coffee, guys. Sorry. So we are going to do a recap from the week and also the giveaway from the brake tool, the brake fluid tester tool. Probably going to disappear on me. There it goes. And the winner of that is actually Lisa. Mike Lisa has won this tool. The votes came in. I got all the messages and emails. So congratulations to you, Lisa. I need you to email me your address so I can send this out to you. Weekly recap. I had a turbo fail on a 6.7. The turbo actually came in yesterday, but they delivered it to me Monday. So I'll be replacing the turbo, all the intake gaskets, the cooler pipe, the EGR, all the nuts and bolts that go with it, the clamps. So it's going to be pretty tedious getting in there. Yeah, Lisa, your name was the voted one. It had the most votes. Congratulations to you. Just email me so I can your address so I can get this sent out to you. And so I'm gonna try to film the turbo removal and replacement as much as I can if I don't get interrupted. What else was going on? A CCV box on one. There's a couple other ones. Lisa, do you want to get in here right quick on the chat or on the live stream? Lisa is a hardworking man. And chance for you guys to ask questions and stuff. All right, Lisa, I'm gonna send you an email. It'll have a link in it for you to join me. And the link is sent. Hey, DT. Daddy Diesel, what's up, man? You hear about my turbo that I got to do? Did you see the short on that? The old vacuum cleaner noise. And then I also have another one. I think it's a 2015. It's got low boost pressure. So I have to diagnose that one. It may be a sensor or maybe the actual turbo failing. And Lisa will be joining us here shortly. I appreciate that, Chris. So while we're waiting on Lisa to get in here, what kind of questions do you guys have? It's been a busy week. Thanks. Hey, everybody have a good Thanksgiving. Hey, Jonathan. I saw that. Pretty sick. Canceled my Thanksgiving. Just been watching YouTube for like 2 days straight. Wow. Maverick versus Ranger. Both really good trucks. Love my Ranger. I know a couple guys that have the Maverick. They're really hard to get right now. The Maverick is, to me, not as roomy on the inside, but they are a little bit quicker. Mavericks are, I know people that ordered them back in July. They won't even get them till about April. My son's over there playing his Sonic video game that he got for his birthday. Hey. What about the bed? The bed is, I think, the same size, if I'm not mistaken. Now you can get it in front wheel drive or all wheel drive. 94 Ranger running today, 2.3 liter. I love my Ranger. There's Leaser.
How's it going, sir?
You turn your volume down. You're back feeding. Oh, I lost him. Here comes a kitty. See you, Jonathan. Oh, you got the 4.0. All right. Because the Mavericks were not available at the time. They're all on back order.
Did you want one? One more. I am gonna get ice cream.
Yes, I would have got a Maverick if they were available. But like I said, a lot of people that ordered them back in like June and stuff, June, July, they didn't even get, they haven't even got them yet. Okay, he's back.
There we go.
There we go. Bronco Sport is the same platform. No. I think the Bronco is actually the same frame as the Explorer. Are you frozen, Lisa?
Yeah, it could be this phone.
Nope, you're not. You're talking.
Okay.
I saw the brake job on the Tahoe. I believe brakes are expensive. Customers think we're trying to rip them off with rotor prices, but where'd it go? They look and see for themselves. Yeah. So the rear brake pads on that Tahoe are $300. Yeah, the Escape's Maverick platform. The front pads are like $200 something, and the rotors are like $200-$300 a piece. I didn't get an email. Can you resend the email to me, DT, and then I'll check your VIN? It may have hit my spam folder. Put something in the subject line, like YouTube VIN check, something like that. That way I'll see it. Yeah, escape. So how's the weather up there, Lisa?
It's raining.
It's
54 degrees.
Raining here too. 68 degrees. So is this little brake tester tool going to come in handy for you? I know you've been doing a lot of brakes lately.
Yeah, I think so.
They picked your name, man.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I was getting emails and text messages, and I pick Lisa.
Chris, I'm up in Connecticut.
Oh, yep. He lives in Connecticut. Chris is in California. It's 5:15 there. You guys are spread out all over the place. Yo, this jacket's got to go. Well, no, that'd be all right. I'm drinking hot coffee and it's 68 degrees. Yeah, Bob's in Chicago. Trouble is in New York. I forgot where DT was. I always forget. There's so many of you guys that I keep track of. Had a 04 4.0 4x4 Ranger in the new 2011. My fourth one. No, it is not Folgers. It's called Donut Shop. New Jersey, 47. Man, the whole East Coast is getting like rain this week. Ohio, Kentucky. Yep, you live near Rich. How far are you from Simplify, Daddy Diesel? Do you know who Simplify is? What part of Kentucky, DT? I've been to Fort Campbell a few times. You can get that freezing rain. But yeah, Lisa, they decided to, what the messages were telling me is I pick Lisa. He's always doing some brakes or he's working on an Impala or an Oldsmobile or some sort. And they figured it would be a good addition to your toolbox that got stolen from back in the day to try to rebuild it.
Yeah. Yeah, the funny thing is, the battery's dead on the Impala again.
Parasitic draw?
Yeah, and but it doesn't want to do nothing with it. Just keep putting batteries in it.
You do a parasitic draw test?
I didn't. We sent it over to our the local independent guy, and he says it's a BCM.
Not going to sleep?
Yeah, all he said was just the BCM. So I was gonna the last time I had the car, I wanted to do a parasitic draw test to see if I could confirm it myself, but we're always in a hurry for our car.
Parasitic draw test takes a minute.
Well, that's it,
I mean, you could do it fairly quick. You can trick the door locks by locking the latches, and it'll trick the car into thinking the doors are closed. And then obviously, you hook up your multimeter to the battery, and then you should have somewhere around 3 to 4 milliamps. Anything higher than that, something's pulling voltage. You just start pulling fuses. And if you're high up in amperage and you pull a fuse and then your amperage drops, that's your culprit.
Yeah.
Whatever fuse that goes to.
Well, there's a message on the display. It says trunk lid open. It always reads that. So it's...
Well, if it thinks the trunk lid is open, then obviously the module is going to stay awake that controls that trunk lid.
Yeah.
Because it thinks it's open.
And, I've tried checking the latch and such and tried adjusting the trunk lid and stuff to see if maybe, the latch wasn't latching, but it seems to latch tightly, so.
But it may be the actual sensor that the latch is, the sensor's like built into the latch, you know what I mean?
Right.
So if you change the latch out, my buddy Lorenzo, he's got an Impala, I think it's a 04, and his says hood ajar, but the hood's closed. So he took it to a guy at one time, and the guy was supposed to do a bunch of work to it, and the guy didn't do anything to it. We think he took parts off of it because the hood latch doesn't even have the plug on it for the sensor, and it originally did when he took it over to him.
Huh.
So we think he was robbing Peter to pay Paul on another car. But
that could be.
Put the new hood latch in, and the light went away. It was also killing his battery. Had to do
Maybe.
a parasitic draw test on a Volkswagen. Nope, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, no Volkswagens here.
I got to do one on a 450 F450. It's you put batteries in it, reset the battery monitoring system. A day later, the batteries are dead.
Wow.
So I got something killing power on this thing. I just got to figure out what it is. If I can find the time to get it in there to do it, because I stay busy.
Yeah, it seems like you always got something going on.
I do. I think my driver's window is loose. Do you hear wind noise coming in, or does it like fall? Or we should send Anthony oil the German vehicles with problems. Oh, all the German vehicles with problems. No, I'm good. Oh, it's your Volkswagen. Is it a GTI or what? Is it a Passat? But I got to figure out that parasitic draw test too. But there goes the cat. That cat's getting big, by the way, Lisa.
Is he?
Yeah. So he's probably 6 or 8 pounds now, maybe 10.
Wow.
And then not even 2 days ago, my wife was sitting in the back porch, and I was about 2 feet away from her, kind of like where my back fence is. And I saw something black and white trying to squeeze up underneath the fence, and it was happening so fast. And I was like, "What in the world?" And finally, it got under and did like a U, and then darted in between my wife, and then like hid inside the building. I was like, "That was a kitten. That was literally a kitten." So we got him out. He's like this big, dude. He's so small. He's black and white.
Oh man.
He's inside right now. Gave him a flea bath and everything. He's just chilling in the bathroom.
Now you got 2 cats.
Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna be like the cat rescue, I guess. I'm just trying to ease them in to get them to know each other. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
They've seen each other. They've sniffed each other. They've touched each other. I got hissed at a time or two, but nothing crazy has happened. So
Oh, that's good.
99 Jetta 2.0 gas daily to work. I did a fuel pump in a Jetta that a lady put diesel in. You guys remember that video? That was from the summertime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 5 cats. It reminds me of that SpongeBob episode where he became the cat lady. But what did I say? I got a turbo to do. Oh, I got a headlight assembly I got to do because they hit a deer. What else was it? I got 2 seatbelt pretensioners. If you guys know what a pretensioner is, you know what a pretensioner is, Lisa?
Yeah, I think so. It's before before the airbag sets off or whatever.
Yeah, you ever been like trying to put your seatbelt on and you pull it really fast, but it locks?
Oh, all the time.
Or you sit in it, you try to move forward and your seatbelt locks? That's the pretensioner.
Okay.
So it detects how fast you're moving forward, and then it has little teeth in it that lock. But it also has an airbag sensor in it that sets off the airbag. So I got to put 2 of those in because they're part of the whole seatbelt system.
Oh man.
That's basically what's locks you in to keep you from slamming your face into the steering wheel.
Yeah.
I am over snow. I'm over snow too, and it doesn't snow here. Y'all can keep it.
Yeah, I dug out the snowblower today and got that ready.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, changed the oil, greased it.
Have you guys seen the price increase in tires? Crazy. Apparently, something needed to make them is short supply. Blah 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 blah. Same story. Tired of it. Yeah, it's always the same excuse. Supply and demand. It's funny because Crowster, he's not in here tonight. He sent me a little video text message earlier. He's getting tires for his wife's car, and so I called him. He was wanting to know what some of the numbers were, speed ratings and all that stuff. And he was talking about the price of tires online, and they've gone up dramatically. No, I don't want a winter home in Chicago. Sorry. I want a winter home down in Florida. Or maybe Arkansas. But yeah, the price of tires is crazy, man. Everything is crazy. Brake pads, brake rotors, tires. That headlamp assembly was like $800. So nothing's cheap anymore. Cheaply made, just not cheaply sold.
Yeah, that's about the size of it.
Texas. I lived in Texas for a while. I have family that lives in Texas. Man. I know you guys got more questions. I've been so busy. It's just, I have so many videos that I have to go through to post, and I just have to figure out like the right time to post them.
Are you going to
Depends on where
pre-lube
you're
your
at in Florida,
turbo?
Bob. Do what now?
Are you going to pre-lube your turbo?
Oh, yeah. My head hit metal just above windshield. I hit steering wheel. That was with the belt on. Pre-tensioner didn't help you out on that one. Exactly, James. You hope the parts you need are available. So for the Fords, the parts that I need, I'm not having any trouble finding parts. A lot of them I have in stock. The turbo wasn't in stock, but that was only one day out. Everything else was in stock. It's for the Chevrolets that I'm having trouble finding parts for. My passenger front seat sensor keeps going off. It's probably, you're talking about like the passenger detection. All that is a little gel pad that's in the seat. You're gonna have to take the seat apart, and it's like a little gel pad. And when you sit on it, it pushes gel through a little tube. Parts are taking up to 9 months to get. Yep. Check the gel pad, Chris. What part was it that I ordered? Oh, the rear brake pads for that Chevrolet. They're on back order with no ETA. There ain't no
I
telling
can't
when you'll get
believe
them.
that.
They're brake pads. I mean, might be a strike in the next couple of weeks. So some supply issues coming. It's almost like they're doing this on purpose. If you just take a step back and look at the big picture, you know what I mean? If there's parts aren't available, I can't do my job, and I can't keep vehicles on the road. Mechanics at dealerships can't keep customers' vehicles on the road. You're just going to have to drive it. Well, you can't drive it. You can't stop it if you don't have any brakes. Hey, Thomas. Stopping by real quick to say what's up and show my support. Appreciate it, Thomas.
How's it going, Thomas?
So they can blame it on supply chain issues all they want to. If you think about it, I'm not saying it is or it isn't. But if you think outside the box, if it's purposely done like this, it's controlling. You know what I mean? There you go, Bob. We all know. We're all kind of on the same page here. Had to source rotors from 3 different vendors for a Silverado the other week. Yeah, I mean, it's like the other day. What was I working? Oh, the F450. I was doing front brakes. That was actually Thanksgiving morning. I went in to do some brakes, and I had the brake rotors in stock, but I didn't have the brake pads. Well, obviously the dealership's closed on Thanksgiving. I had to get the brake pads from O'Reilly's. Simplify said, "Hey, Mike."
Hey, Thomas.
Thomas, while you in here, are you having trouble finding parts for your mobile repair? But it's also not the automotive industry that's seeing part shortages. One of the guys works for a heating and air company. They came to check the heaters and all that stuff in the shop. Apparently, one of my heaters was bad that needed a part for it. It's on national back order. 4 jobs on back order. Yeah, see,
Jesus.
that's crazy.
Oh, we had an issue with our boiler last week. It wouldn't, start. Hit the reset button, nothing. Went and checked the circuit breaker. That was fine. Nobody hit the emergency switch by accident. Come to find out, the control went bad. Called a friend of mine because he takes care of our furnace for us. He put a brand new control unit on it. The furnace or boiler went through one cycle and then quit. Brand new control unit went bad.
Really?
Yep. I ended up going through 3 of them until he got one from a friend of his who used to be, he's a retired boiler guy. He just does it on the side. He happened to have an older pre-COVID control unit that we were able to get from him. And so far, it's been good.
Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of this stuff is basically, I guess, by design. And whether it is or it isn't, it affects everybody. I used to work in medical equipment, and they also have issues getting mostly batteries. Now, when you're talking about batteries for like, what is it, like defibrillators or just battery powered equipment that's around the hospital, or? And speaking of batteries, just some of these newer batteries, batteries usually last what, 5-6 years? A lot of these batteries aren't even lasting that long. They start leaking after like 6 months. I use AGMs, but still. You guys keep these questions coming. These are actually really good. A lot of parts are going bad. Gotcha. Oh yeah, you did tell me about the maker of the encapsulators, the encapsulator material, and the semiconductors. All right, Thomas, I'll see you later.
Yeah, take care, Thomas.
Yeah, Trouble was explaining to me about the semiconductors and all that stuff, and it could be made by Fiat. Fix it again, Tony. But I don't know if it's just the population is just that much bigger, or is it just that people don't really want to work anymore and take pride behind what they do. You know what I mean? It could be a combination of everything.
I think COVID had a lot to do with it. These companies were shorthanded and they're, trying to pump stuff out with, a limited workforce, and they're probably just cranking the stuff out any old way to meet demand.
Right. And then it's over and people don't want to go back to work. You know what I mean? Because they're making more at home.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of a, I mean, we all know what's going on, but I know I keep saying that, but for some of the new people here, people that haven't seen this before, it's the same thing with diesel. How much is diesel where you guys are?
It's $6.07 a gallon here.
I have seen a lot of newer lead acid batteries failing early. Even Duracell AA pack the other day were leaking. Dude, I got a pack of Duracells the other day, some AA batteries. They were leaking in the pack too. No more pride. People are not motivated to do quality work. I myself am motivated to do quality work, but I don't speak for everybody. You know what I mean? There are those of us out there that do. A-Rod, Ford Boss, Rain Man, all of us, we're all in the same thing. 555 diesel is 665 for trouble. So diesel here, I texted A-Rod. Guess how much diesel is where I'm at and how much gasoline is? Take a wild guess.
I'd say about $5.50 on the diesel.
No. Gas was $2.99 and diesel was $4.99. So it dropped. It may be back up today. I'm not quite sure. I haven't been out today. Me too. I have a lot of pride in my hospital. 6. Okay. So remember that whole, I guess they said diesel shortage. What was going on there? It wasn't that there was a shortage, that we only had 25 days left. What that was is if we ran out of diesel, there's enough in the reserve for 25 days is what it was going on. But it all got misconstrued in the media was saying, oh, we only have 25 days left of diesel. You know what I mean? They refine the stuff every day. A-Rod's at $7. Yeah, I texted A-Rod. He sent me one of those emoji faces back, like, what? And I messaged him back. I said, you need some diesel? He said, yeah. 665. I'm saying, what do you guys do for a living to pay $6 a gallon? I'm over here complaining about $4, $3. You know what I mean? Heating oil, $4.79. How much is kerosene, Lisa?
I'm not sure because kerosene, or places that sell kerosene are far and few between around here.
What about heating oil?
Oh, heating oil's over $5 a gallon.
So, I mean, it affects everybody. My friend who lives in Texas is complaining about gas at $2 and diesel at $3.55 being too high. That is high for them. That's high for us here where I live.
Our state has a lot of taxes too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Connecticut's all heavily taxed.
We're taxed here too. Certain things we pay more taxes on. Just the facts. Just had a really good point. The quality of the work is a reflection of the person doing the work. Plain and simple. If you got somebody that doesn't care, it's going to show. And Daddy Diesel said, I'd drive that Jetta. $4 for regular on a good day. I was kind of mad because I got gas Friday. I think Friday. And I paid $3.17 for it. Something like that. The following day it was $2.99. I was like, I couldn't wait a day. Caro 679 in New Jersey. I mean, I guess you could say it's coming down, but it's still up from where it was. If you think about it from both sides.
No, I mean I can remember paying $1.75 a gallon. It was nice.
When I first started driving gas, I want to say it was like $1.07, give or take. We do send some of that $3 gas your way. It's just that your state charges a lot more taxes than my state. So it's the same gas. You're just paying more. A 2020 F350 trimmer, and don't even drive it because of the current administration. And I'll leave it at that. And I know exactly what you mean. $2 back then. Yeah. So when I started driving, gas was a little bit cheaper. It will take everyone working for a common goal and new manufacturing here to fix this. We need the Zoomers and youngest millennials to step up. That's the thing, though. Everybody's getting rich on TikTok. They don't want to work. Milk here was about $3 a gallon. So yeah, Bob, you're just a few years younger than I am, I think. So that's about right. I started driving when I was 12 or 13. My dad let me drive his truck through the yard. Go pick up those sticks. Learn how to drive a stick shift. That's how I learned. Yeah, milk costs about as much as a gallon of gas. I want to start a coffee business. Who wants to start a coffee business with me? Because coffee is a very profitable business. And we're going to start it in Alaska. And I'm being serious. China owns TikTok. Just think of all the info and data they are collecting. Oh, yeah, they had a big lawsuit against them, didn't they? Wasn't TikTok like banned here for a while because China was collecting all that data? Data, however you say it. Alaska. I'm saying, I'm going to start a coffee business. If you're serious, send me an email. We'll talk. You got $37 from who? TikTok? I'm curious. You get $37 from TikTok. I want to get $37 from TikTok. That's like 3/4 of a tank of gas. Oh, from the TikTok settlement. I got $6 from the what was it? The Experian Equifax breach. Remember that? Back in like 2017 or 18 or something like that. They had a security breach.
Yeah, vaguely I remember that.
Hey, you don't have to like coffee to start a coffee business. I didn't say you had to drink it. Mexican coffee beans. Are they the same as Colombian coffee beans? I thought coffee beans were the same.
Yeah,
I'm
the
kidding.
Mexican beans jump.
Mexican jumping beans. I was just kidding. I know the difference between coffee beans. Sweet tea. Oh, I love sweet tea. Cuban coffee is better. Shot will wake you up. But no, yes, I do have a busy week coming up. I got the turbo I got to do. I got the parasitic draw that I got to do. I got the seatbelt pretensioners I got to do. I probably got a service or two. I got a CCV box I got to do. Probably got a brake job or two I got to do. I got a lower oil pan that I got to do. I got an injector to valve cover seal that I got to do.
Yeah, you're gonna have a busy week.
And I'm going to try to film all of it and then just kind of have a whole arsenal of videos and then just kind of release them one by one. You know what I mean?
Oh, when you do that parasitic draw test, do you have an amp clamp?
Yes. I do have an amp clamp.
Of course, the Fords make it easy because they got those, standard battery terminals. The GMs with those side terminals are kind of a pain.
Yeah, those are a pain in the butt because you have to. It's got that little 8mm nut on it or whatever, 8mm bolt.
Yeah,
7mm. Well, the newer GMs don't have that.
I saw that. I see they finally smartened up and went to a normal battery terminal.
They did, but they shoved it in the passenger side. It's back up. It's back up in the passenger side behind the coolant bottle, like up underneath the cowl. I'm off until December 6th. I'm on vacation, but sick. Chris, you never had coffee beans from the tropics. 1,000 times better than coffee from the Latin American countries. I guess I'm going to start importing coffee beans. Yeah, but yeah, I should take a picture and show you guys, like, on my desk. I have like a white dry erase board in the front of my office. And then I'll go through all my emails and stuff like that. Like, this is what needs to be done to these trucks. And I'll start writing them down in order of severity or something that I can get out quick. And then I'll work my way around that. My whole whiteboard is full. And it seems like every time I get into something like a big repair, I get pulled in 15 different directions.
But they do seem to go through a lot of brakes.
Yes. It's a heavy vehicle, man.
Oh, I know that.
I love everyone's videos, but I can't keep up. Any advice? Hit that notification bell and then hit all notifications. And while you're at it, go thumbs up this video. Hey, December 8th is my birthday, Daddy Diesel. Yes, I do have a busy week ahead. I may try to live stream some of it too.
Well, at least now you got the freedom to do videos.
Oh, yeah. I basically do whatever I want. I mean, I had the freedom at the dealership too.
They didn't mind?
No, they didn't mind. But I try not to show customers' car, like if they got personal belongings in there, stuff like that. Or, names on work orders and stuff like that. I don't have to deal with work orders where I am. Everything's electronic.
Yeah.
But there's certain things I can't show. Which is way, like, when you watch the video, you might see it edit into something else. When is my birthday? December 8th. Yeah, it's never the same driver, ever. Now, if it was the same driver that got assigned the same vehicle every day, it would be different. But it's never the same driver.
Yeah, I figured they'd probably assign an ambulance to a certain crew, or
they have the crews that come in the morning, and then they'll have certain ones that leave at like 11:30 in the morning. You got your morning shift, and then they come in about they'll leave about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and then you'll have a crew that leaves at about 11:30 in the morning, and then they all come. The 7:30 crew comes back at between 5:30 and 6, and then another crew will hop in it. So it's never the same people that are in it.
Yeah.
I'll be 39, Daddy Diesel. Yeah, we can start a supplement company if you want, Chris. But yeah, like James said, it's always multiple drivers. It's never the same people. No two people drive exactly alike. Not really concerned about the outside of it, but I'd rather not take any. Yeah, fire. Yep, fire trucks are the same way. I used to work on fire trucks too. It's just like certain names somewhere, stuff like that I don't want to show. You know, I'll explain it to you later. Trouble. I only keep my phone charger, extra change of clothes, and my mom's phone charger. Yeah, see, most people don't do that when you're working on personal vehicles, like those airbag videos that I showed you that I had to do. Lisa, you commented like crazy on that one where I had to pull the dashboard out.
Oh yeah.
They used the center console as an ashtray. There was stuff all over it, and when I said it smelled like puke and mothballs. And we got to crawl around in that.
Oh, it's like when I worked on the Oldsmobile. Before I could go on a test drive, I had to staple up the headliner. Before I could staple up the headliner, I had to move a mountain of garbage off to the side so I could get in there.
I had one. I want to say it was an Escape, like a 2015 or 16 Escape. They came in, they didn't want a vehicle inspection or anything. They wanted their cabin air filter changed. That's it. But the trash was up to the door, like up to the window on the door. I was like, I'm not changing that. Well, you can move all that stuff out of the way. I am not a trash man. You can move it out of the way and bring it back when you clean it out. I'll be happy to change it out for you. Pierce. Just the facts, Pierce.
Oh, they were probably hoping you'd clean it for them.
Oh, there you are. I think, oh, there you're back. Do paramedics drive the ambulances with the engine brake on? I'm sure they go through brakes either way, but the engine brake has make them last longer. Some of them have engine brakes on them. Some of them that do not. The newer ones do, and they do drive with them on. But some places it's actually illegal to use it, like inside a residential neighborhood. Yeah, he goes through. Ford boss goes through the empty gas tanks. Is having trash on the dashboard illegal? No, not here. Rats running around, send the pup in the car. It's not illegal to have anything on your dashboard here. Maybe in some states. But yeah, James nailed it. Ford boss seems every car a customer drops off, it's like engine work or fuel system work, and it ain't got no gas in it. And that happens all the time. Yeah, we're gonna have to test drive your car for 2 or 3 days, but it's got like 1/8 of a tank of gas in it.
Oh, you know what? Just go to the gas station, bring back a receipt, and tack it onto their bill.
Been there, done that.
That's all.
And then they complain, why'd you put gas in it?
You want your car fixed, don't you?
Ooh, heavy rescue hazmat truck. Nice. I'm not sure. I got to check into that, Daddy Diesel. Rich always seems to get the headache work in. It's because Rich is a very smart guy, and Rich can figure out the problem when other people can't. No, I don't enjoy riding people's cars. I literally test drive them to figure out what's wrong with it and then test drive it after I fix it. Well, why did you drive my car for 180 miles? I had to get the monitors to reset. Seriously. That's why I record it when I'm resetting monitors. Fords I can do it about 7 miles. It's always the Chevrolets that take like 100 miles or more. Daddy Diesel, the engine brakes on these aren't loud like a 18-wheeler. So I'll have to check into that. I know 18-wheelers can't use them inside city limits. But no, Chris, we don't joyride. If it was your car, I'd joyride.
That's probably why customers don't have gas in the car, because they figure, the techs are going to go for a joyride.
There are those videos where techs do go on a joyride. I mean,
Yeah, I've seen them.
You did an oil change and an air filter. Why are you taking it 20 miles down the road? If I did half the work as you were rich, I would probably end up in a crazy hospital. It can be a headache sometimes. It can. Like I'm chasing brake light issue on one of these. Like the tail lights light up and the brake lights are part of the tail lights, but the brake lights don't work at all. So if you go down to the main harness under the chassis, yellow wire is for left-hand brake, green wire is right-hand brake. You pull the harness back, and those are actually just like sealed off. They're not even plugged into that. There's only 2 wires that actually come out of that, and then it fishes through the whole back. So it's shorted out somewhere, and I have to chase down wires. It's not fun. What's an engine brake? Seen signs on the road sometimes for them. Engine brake is instead of using your actual brake pedal, we had a Jake and a retarder, which is basically the same thing. Engine brake, Jake brake. It's using the engine to slow down. It's I forgot what it was. It's the exhaust. I think it's the exhaust valve, and it quits dumping fuel or something like that, and it uses the exhaust valves, and that's that loud noise that you hear. I had 2 mechanics joyride. One did a massive burnout. Another brought back full of beer cans inside the box. Also, one showed my door and fender and a lift. Right, my 2020 is a 6.7 and it's quiet. I'll drive big truck for my boss once in a while, and those bad boys will give you, yeah, hitting the brake. Yeah, so the newer ones are pretty quiet, but it also does engine wear too. Not bad engine wear, but it can. It does save on brakes though. But again, it's not the same people that drive them all the time. So I can't tell this person, hey, use the engine brake, because they're not going to relay it to the next person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, with the emergency vehicles, it's kind of tough to go easy on the brakes, because they're traveling at high speed, or they got to avoid people that don't pull out of the way, or
happens all the time.
Those brakes take a beating.
Yeah. And there's always those people that comment on it like, oh man, that manufacturer can't get it right. Can't even get the brakes. They don't last that long. It's not the manufacturer. You can take that F450 and then compare it to a regular F450 with a normal person who drives the same person who drives it every day. You know what I mean? Like you said, it's different people that drive the emergency vehicle compared to one person who drives a personal truck every day. obviously the brakes aren't going to last. So batteries and brakes is what I go through the most. Even when I was working on police cars, brakes every day, 2 or 3 times a day. My 6.7, I literally drive with it on all the time. Yeah, it's not hurting anything. And your brake pads are probably going to last a lot longer too. And you got the 2020. You got OCR turned on your 2020? Remember them old Detroit 60 series? Like in the Freightliners and stuff, they had the big old Jake brakes. I actually have a very, very old video of me taking injectors out and putting a camshaft in one of these. The injectors are like this big. I don't know if you can see that, but they're pretty big. And it has the electrical wire that runs through there for the Jake brake. I think that video is set to private. I'm going to have to make that video public so you guys can see it. That video is probably 10 or 12 years old. Daddy Diesel, do you got OCR turned on your 6.7?
Yeah, what is OCR?
Operator commanded regen. Instead of it doing it while you're driving all the time, and then it allows you to sit still, which is static. It allows you to sit still, go through the dashboard, and perform a regen. Like you see in some of my videos where I go through the menu controls through the dashboard. Same thing. They do it while you're driving, slightly. But when it gets to a certain percentage, I think OCR on a regular, like his 2020, it may hit 100% before it allows him to do it. Some of them are less than that. It just really depends on how he drives. I'm able to do it at 35%. Sometimes I can do it, or sometimes I can do it less than that, but there's no point.
I would think that excessive idle time would clog them up sooner.
It does. Excessive idle, actually, it'll tell you when you're doing it with the computer. It'll tell you, like, if you're idling for like more than 2 minutes, the soot level will go back up. All right, I got time for a few more questions, guys. And congratulations again to you, Lisa. I will get this sent out to you.
All right, I'll send you an email.
Okay,
I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, your truck is the one on PTT's videos for the OCR seatbelt chime, mirror spot on demand, front headlights change to LED. Man, that's a beautiful truck. Due to the Joyriders years ago, I keep track of miles, scratches, look at bolt heads for witness marks and missed pieces. I know they did job. Recently, dealer had to buy me AC caps for upper and lower. So technically, the service advisor is supposed to walk around the vehicle and notate any scratches, broken lights, dings, anything like that. Scratches on the rims. And they're supposed to note, like, circle that on the vehicle check sheet. And when the technician gets it, he's supposed to kind of go over it again and notate anything else. That way the person can't come back and say, you dented my door. No, it's notated. Your door was dented when you came in here. We pointed it out to you. You signed the paperwork saying that we can actually work on your vehicle. So you knew it was there.
Yeah, when I worked at the dealership, we always made our own notes on the back of the RO. You know, if we noticed any dents or such.
And I would also do it. Well, back then, still have the RO. I'd make my notes on that on the back of the RO. But then when I did my story for, you know, the complaint, the 3 C's, complaint, cause, correction, I would actually put it in the complaint as well, or the correction. It would be somewhere in my notes that, you know, hey, there's this ding right here on this door. Ooh, 4 panels. Some guys just don't care. That's called a CYA, though. Cover your ass. Scratch at the body. At least it was at a body shop where they scratched it. But I'm going to call it an evening. Lisa, send me that email so I can get this sent out to you. I got to send A-Rod his package too.
All right. You have a good night, Anthony.
You too. I think Daddy Diesel. Oh, yeah. Thanks, BFT. Time for NyQuil. I hope you get to feeling better, Daddy Diesel. Owner got passed. I took to another to fix. Do you like Chrysler and have 2 key fobs, 1 valet, and 1 full function? I'm not a Chrysler fan. I do have 2 key fobs. I have my key, and my wife has the other key. I work on my own stuff anyway. But question, I bought a used vehicle that has electro-hydraulic power steering. It only has 1 line coming out of the reservoir to the pump. Is this a 2-way line? How would I do a flush? So you say you got hydro boost. Well, that would be the brake system. I would actually suck it out of the reservoir to do it on that. Suck it out of the power steering reservoir. Put your new fluid in there. Turn the steering wheel bump stop to bump stop. And then suck it out again, put new fluid in there. I do that 2 or 3 times. And it actually is a return line as well. Yeah, I just said that. CYA. You're very welcome. Yeah, it's pretty simple to do. Let me back that up a minute. The vehicle off, take the power steering cap off, suck all the fluid out, put new fluid in, then start the vehicle, turn it bump stop to bump stop, hold it there for a second. And that's going to circulate it through the power steering system. Shut it off, suck all that back out, add new fluid, do the same thing 2 or 3 times or until you're comfortable with how the fluid looks. Sick during his birthday, couldn't do anything, and he was on vacation. What a way to spend a vacation birthday. But you're welcome, David. Let me know how that goes. Send me a message. Let me know how it goes. But I'm going to hop it off of here. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, congratulations to you, Lisa. I'll get this sent out to you.
Alrighty. Well, everybody, have a good night, and thanks for voting for me.
Oh, they are sending me a battery tester. I'll be reviewing that. So there's going to be another giveaway. So everybody's going to have to vote again. And I'll do the rules when I do the video. So good night, everybody.